Running Windows on a Mac has been possible for quite a while now. Apple even supplies a free program called Boot Camp that lets you move back and forth. So you can use Windows when you have to and Apple's OS X when you want to. Or maybe the other way around. But there are drawbacks to Boot Camp, the biggest one being that you have to reboot every time you want to switch from one operating system to the other. So there's no easy way to share files between the two sides or transfer information from one to the other. You can run the Mac's operating system or you can run Windows. You can't run both. But if you don't mind spending some money, there's a better way, Parallels Desktop 7. It creates what's called a virtual machine, allowing you to run Windows stuff and Mac stuff side by side. I wanted to see how Parallels performed under less than state-of-the-art conditions, so I loaded it on a last generation MacBook Air with a 2 generations old microprocessor, 4 gigabytes of memory, and only 128 gigabytes of storage. My first concern was that Parallels would take up so much space there wouldn't be room for anything else. But the software only consumed about 1 gigabyte, leaving plenty of space for Windows and the full Microsoft Office suite. Now, instead of 2 operating systems that were invisible to each other, I could run both at once, with the Windows 7 PC running inside a Mac window. I could switch between the two at will, even cutting data from Mac applications and pasting it into Windows ones or vice versa. Taking seamlessness a step further is something called Coherence Mode, which hides the Windows interface entirely. Now PC programs feel and behave almost like native Mac applications. My Windows programs, including my Office macros and our Bloomberg professional service software, ran flawlessly. I was even able to run some PC games, but they taxed the Mac's limited hardware. And unlike earlier versions of Parallels, you can now share peripherals like the Mac's built-in camera without having to reconfigure the device depending on the operating system. The biggest drawback is the cost. $80, not counting, of course, the price of Windows and whatever PC software you want to run. But if you're willing to pay, Parallels Desktop 7 comes pretty close to ending that endless I'm a Mac, I'm a PC debate. We can all get along here. For Bloomberg News and Business Week, I'm Jaroslovsky.